hammer was an old industrial hammer that was powered by a water wheel. So if you had waterfalls, you could power a water wheel, and then I got a little model. The water wheel would go and the hammer would trip. It would trip it up and down. And so that's where Triphammer comes from. You can find Triphammers all over old New York State. Anywhere there's a waterfall, there's some kind of mill, there could have been a Triphammer. And what I like about the name and about the concept is the idea of a hammer just pounding away and not stopping until the work is done. For example, the 71 Hefeweizen, very simple beer. Only a couple of malts, very little amount of hops, and the yeast. The hard work of that is making sure that you get every little step right so that a simple beer like that tastes the way it's supposed to and that it's very good. Yeah, the idea behind Every Beer Counts came out of when we were first opening up and someone was asking me, what do you think about your beer? I was like, hey, you know, every beer counts. That means that if I'm gonna make an amber, I'm gonna make the best amber I can make. If I'm gonna make a porter, I'm gonna make the best porter or the best IPA I can make. And if it's not up to those standards, I'm not gonna serve it. One of the examples is 2 weeks before I opened, September 2016, I had 5 beers getting ready to go. That's all I had. One was an IPA, our Triphammer IPA. For whatever reason, it didn't ferment out all the way. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And I also believe that if you're gonna open a brewery nowadays, you gotta come with your A game right away because there's so many opening up. And so I kicked open the valve and dumped 300 gallons of IPA down the drain 2 weeks before I was open. And it takes 3 to 4 weeks to make an IPA. So I actually opened up without an IPA. We made it again, and it came out awesome. It's our flagship beer, it's our best-selling beer. And so every beer counts means that if it doesn't make it to my standards, I don't sell it. So we care about every aspect when you come to Triphammer, and I feel it's my responsibility to hold the bar high. How we pour the beer, if you get a good presentation, we purge our crowlers with CO2 so that if you don't drink them immediately, it's still good in a couple of weeks. All the beer in 4-packs is kept cold here, it never gets warm. We hammer home the details, the small details. So to tie this up, hope to see you at Triphammer. I'm here a lot. If you see me, come up and talk to me. I'd love to talk about beer and your experience here at Triphammer. Thanks.